Attention, attention. New York City, New York.
The Big Apple, baby.
Are You Garbage Live is coming to the Gramercy Theater February 4th, baby. You're not going to want to miss it.
It's going to be our biggest show yet. Army of Garbage Unite, baby. Long Island, New Jersey, Brooklyn, Queens, Connecticut.
Staten Island.
Fly in. Alaska.
Yeah.
I don't care. Tickets go on sale December 7th. You need the early access code GARBAGE to get them before the general public. Use code GARBAGE December 7th. Get your tickets. Let's go, baby.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Are You Garbage? The show where you find out if your favorite comedians are classy individuals or absolute trash. Now, here are your hosts, Kevin Ryan and H. Foley.
Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's favorite new podcast. This is Are You Garbage? It's that little show we sit down with your favorite comedians, and we find out if they're good to be classy or if they're just a big old piece of trash. I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a beautiful day. We're down here at Aunt Tootie's basement. She's upstairs saying a couple Our Fathers.
Okay.
Accidentally ate at a vegan restaurant last night. Now she thinks she's going to hell.
All right.
My co-host is coming at you from right next to me. He is the CEO of Are You Garbage. He is an international businessman. He's the Prince of Park Avenue, but always the king of the boardwalk, baby. Give it up for my best pal, KJ, Kevin James Ryan.
Hey, gang. Thanks for tuning in. As always, please make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Full video available on YouTube. As you know, those numbers are
Through the roof.
cooking.
Cooking.
Then obviously the greatest website of all time, www.patreon.com/areyougarbage.
Let's go.
Let's talk about Turkey, gang. Check it out. It's a good time over there.
Ooh, it's when the dollar bills hit the road. Having a nice quick shout out to our producer extraordinaire. The Magic Man makes us all look good, works the ones and twos, crosses the T's, dots the I's. Give it up for T-Bone McMuffin. It's Toby McMullen, everybody.
What's up, dudes?
Hey,
Hey,
T-Bone.
pal.
Yo, if anybody's got to do some laundry, do it on this kid's abs.
Washboard over
He's
here.
in here. Tight. Real tight. Gang, the long hair ain't lying. We could not be more excited to have our incredibly, and I mean incredibly special guest here with us today for the first time. He is a very funny, very accomplished, very talented stand-up comedian, actor, artist, singer, and podcaster. You may have seen him in, but not limited to, Joking Off, Crashing, The Nightly Show, Guy Code versus Girl Code, Night Train, Ladylike, Seth Meyers, At Midnight, Then and Now, The Late Show, Vidiots, Ghost Hunt, Laugh Tracks, Comedy Knockout, This Week at the Comedy Cellar, Lights Out with David Spade, Jimmy Kimmel, the comedy lineup on Netflix. He has an amazing podcast, which you can listen to every week, called Inside the Closet. He is currently on tour right now. A lot of theaters in there. The kid's moving some tickies, and he has a fantastic brand new special out right now on his YouTube page called The Advice Special. But the big question in his mind today, is he garbage? I would have said no way. But he texted ahead of time and said, does anybody have a charger?
It's a
So
tough
we're gonna see how things shake out. But give it up for the one, the only, Matteo Lane, everybody.
It was a charger for an iPhone, not a Samsung. So
It was an iPhone 4, though, I want to say. It was an old charger.
Is there a Cricket store around the studio by any chance?
that's so funny. I forgot it was on those shows that no one watched.
Killing it.
Videos.
Yeah, Foley really blows the dust off the credits.
Really,
though.
I go back.
You know what's funny? Guy Code was a great show, though. The bathrooms here actually reminded me. I walked in, it smelled. I was like, this reminds me of the bathrooms from Guy Code. It was like a brief memory of like,
Bathrooms ain't great here.
Yeah,
Real kitty litter vibes in there.
a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have like it's so Manhattan. You're pissing next to an open window. You're like, I'm sure someone's looking at my dick right
I
now.
know,
I don't
yeah.
care. It's nice
Just
to
see
have a
laundry
breeze.
hanging in the back. Buddy, thank you for coming in. Congratulations on everything. You're killing it. Give us the backstory. Give us the origin story of Matteo Lane.
I was bit by a radioactive spider.
Bit by a gay spider.
Yeah, all spiders are kind of gay. Those webs, come on. Yeah, I'm from Arlington Heights, Illinois, which is a suburb of Chicago. Right next to O'Hare Airport. And
How close to the airport?
Yeah, how
are we
close
talking?
are we?
like
talking?
next to, I mean, like a 10-minute drive. Like O'Hare's.
That's
like,
close to the
So
airport.
they flew over all the time.
Yeah, and I remember on 9/11, not to really bring things down, but it was.
That's how we start a podcast, baby.
Well, it was strange because all flights were canceled, and so we were used to over our house and nothing. So
Just
it was-
quiet.
It was very quiet.
First day you could get some goddamn peace.
Yeah, no, my mom's Italian Mexican. There's no peace in my home. But yeah, I grew up. I'm very family oriented. I mean, I have a lot of first cousins. We all grew up on the same block. We were raised like siblings. And,
Love that.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I went to art school. I went to the School of the Art Institute of Chicago. for drawing and painting. I lived in Italy for a little bit, painting.
Pretty classy.
I got a job as a storyboard artist for fashion ads and TV commercials, which led me to New York.
Here we go.
And then I was doing stand-up in New York. And yeah, so I've drawn commercials for like Lexus and 7-Up and all that jazz.
It's like Halston. I like him.
I'm best friends with Liza Minnelli selling carpet in my later years.
All right, go back to the neighborhood. So it's near O'Hare. What did your mom and dad do for a living?
My dad was a cop, Vietnam vet.
Really?
And
all right.
And my mom was a school secretary. For
Okay.
like an elementary school.
Your dad worked for Chicago PD.
He worked in Arlington Heights.
Okay, Arlington Heights Police Force. In Nam, what was he?
Helicopter pilot.
Get the fuck out of here.
Man.
Holy shit.
Foley's autism break's about to take over. He's just going to be quoting stats from fucking
minute.
Vietnam for the next...
What did he fly?
I don't know what kind of helicopters. I mean, a helicopter.
Get
I don't
out
know.
right now, Matteo.
Was it a Huey? Was it a Chinook? Was it the
He-
Cobra gunship?
I don't know. We could call him and ask. He was 19 and drafted, and he got his pilot's license, and he was like a med pilot. So he had to go down and pick people up.
He
in
was a
battle.
medic pilot, so he probably flew a Huey.
Probably.
Holy fucking shit! I had no idea.
You know what he does? He flies. When I was a kid, he was always flying. He actually got his pilot's license. He did the same thing, but for private jets. So if someone needed like an organ donated, like last minute.
That was big, yeah.
Oh yeah, he would be on call. This is after retired being a cop, and he would be on call, and he'd have to go in the middle of the night and fly like
A
someone
kidney
to
somewhere, yeah.
Wait, did you say
Wow.
private? He knows how to fly jets too.
Yeah.
He does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he kept his pilot's license for so long. He loves flying. And when I was a kid, I'd be like 4 or 5. He'd take us up in a Cessna and we'd fly around Chicago. It was
That's
cool.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I never
man.
realized you do have the Chicago accent.
Yeah.
I never
it's
noticed
the
it.
worst. I mean,
Fly around Chicago.
Yeah.
Gives a shit. His old man was a Nam. I don't care how we talk, dude. That's badass.
I
Dude, that was a
know.
chopper pilot in Nam.
And then a cop.
And
That's
my,
pretty good.
see, he had trauma. I'm sure you can imagine.
Oh, for sure.
And my mom, her dad is Mexican, her mom is Italian. He had 5 kids with my grandma and 5 kids with another woman at the same time and named them all the
Hachi-machi.
same names so he didn't confuse them. So she was, back and forth being raised by her Italian grandparents, and then my grandma remarried a Sicilian, no longer speaks to the Mexican family. So there's a lot of drama on both families.
Holy shit.
But a lot of fun. My mom's
I
family
have
is
to
great.
change my hypothesis here.
Yeah.
What's your dad's nationality?
He is Irish, like almost 100% Irish American.
Your dad's 100% Irish. The Italian comes from your mom's side. Your mom's half Italian, half Mexican.
That's right.
I imagine she was probably pretty tight in the kitchen.
My mom cooks great and taught us all how to cook when we were kids. My brother, sister, and I are all in a row. So I'm 36. My sister's 37. My brother's 38. They're actually Irish twins. They're 11 months apart.
Yeah, I got those.
And we all have cousins the same age. So we literally grew up next to each other. Like my cousins and I talk every day. My aunt and uncle are like my mom and dad and my grandparents. Anyway, so my mom, every meal she'd cook, we'd cook it with her. So she
Okay.
taught us how to cook as kids. She made it fun. It was great.
It's pretty classy.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting screamed at. All right. All right, pretty good. What were the vacations like as a kid? What'd you guys do?
Well, we didn't have a lot of money, so vacations were pretty much I went to my cousin's house or
Down the
to
street?
or like my grandparents, or that's pretty much it. We had a
Local.
house. We had a house in Galena, Illinois, that my grandpa got years ago, like literally like a tiny house in the forest so they could go fishing and stuff.
Okay.
And so the family would drive 2 hours up, me and all my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, and there would be like 18 of us in a house, just all sleeping on the. Remember that scene, The Godfather, where they had the cots and everyone was
Sure,
sleeping on-
yeah.
So it was like you
you
just
guys went to the mattress.
That's what
We
going
did.
to the mattresses
we
is.
did.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
went to the mattresses and it was just.
On vacation, yeah.
But it was a lake house. You'd go swimming in the lake, et cetera, et cetera.
There was a lake, but it was just a house in a forest. There was nothing special to it. But
So what'd you guys do?
we would just play in the backyard, catch frogs and toads, draw all day, cook, run around. I mean, our parents just let us run in the forest. Like, yeah, come back when the sun comes down. We could have died.
Yeah, of
Huh.
They
course.
just let
that
us
was big
run.
back then.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you say go to your cousin's house. You would just go in the summer and just spend like a week at your cousin's down the street.
Yeah.
Where would your parents just be going to
If
work?
they wanted to go on vacation, like my mom and dad alone.
Oh, they would
we
go
just went
away.
to my
You would go with the
cousin's house.
cousins.
Oh, your
But my
parents would
cousins
vacation
were
alone.
they would be there every day anyways. If we went on vacation as a family together, we went to the house in Galena. That was it. So I never did Disney World. I've still never been to Disney World or Disneyland or any of that stuff. But it was. I look back now and I'm like, you know what? It was so. That's why I think I'm so like I'm not very materialistic unless it comes to like I don't know PS5. But
Except the most materialistic thing ever.
But I enjoy
Except
being
for
with
clothes and stuff like that.
No, nice cars.
It's all, I don't know how to dress myself, and I don't have any car or anything.
Clothes, nice cars, money.
But yeah, it's all about like family
Experience.
and
Yeah, the
people
experience,
and,
the connection, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's big. Huh. What was? Does anybody still live on that street that you grew up on?
everyone.
Oh, everyone still lives there.
Oh yeah.
Without giving it away, the name of the street, obviously want to protect the innocent. Is it like Avenue, Lane, Circle,
Avenue, I think.
something Ave?
An
Okay.
avenue. Are we talking like row homes? What were the houses like?
One floor houses. We were 3-bedroom, 1-bath house.
So ranchers.
yeah, ranch.
Right,
That's
yeah.
what it's
Ranch
called.
house,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So you lived in a neighborhood of ranch houses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Were your parents the first ones to own that house, or had it already been built?
It had already been built, and they bought it, I think, for like 150 in 1980. I don't know, one or something like that.
150 grand?
Yeah, I mean
Damn,
they
that's
just
a lot.
they just finished paying it off. I'm not kidding you. They just finished like
70-year
4
mortgage.
years ago.
Shout
They're like,
out
we've
to 'em."
paid for the house, and I was like, Ma, it's been like 40 years. But they're very proud. They should
course,
be. They're
yeah.
landowners. Yeah.
Where would they go on vacation by themselves? Do you know?
They'd either go to Galena or they'd go to Door County in Wisconsin.
What's there?
Is that the Dells?
No, but I have been to the Chicago Dells or Wisconsin Dells that everyone in Chicago went to. It's just like a place, like a small town it's kind of lesbian-y,
Okay.
like tchotchke and sunsets and
Gotcha.
stuff.
They're both from Chicago.
Yeah,
They're both from Chicago.
yeah.
All right, the vacations are a little wonky. I'm not gonna lie.
I guess
Not a lot of money. This guy's flying private jets all day. There's not time for a vacation.
Yeah, once my mom got a job as a secretary, then we had a second income, so it was like things got a little easier.
Sure.
I think but still, we're not a very go on big. Now I like it. I go to Italy all the time, or I stay in nice hotels because I'm like, I want to enjoy this. I don't want
You don't want
to. I don't want to
yeah.
sleep on the mattresses with my cousins
I know,
anymore.
no.
Cabin in the forest.
Yeah, I respect it. What was the supermarket? you were going to?
Jewel Asco.
Shout out to
Nice.
Jules.
Shout
Gotta
out
go to Jules.
Like
Of course,
it.
Jewel Asco. Jewel Asco. You can count on people who care. That was the Jewel Asco theme song.
I'm in the mood for some canned vegetables. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Jewel
The belly
Asco.
counter. What about the bathroom? Any carpet in the bathroom growing up?
No carpet in the bathroom. Bathroom had to be kept clean because my mother.
Okay.
House was always clean. We had a brown carpet, I remember, in my living room that finally my mother ripped up, and then they got like a blue carpet. And we had these sofas for a really long time. And my mom hated them, but my dad, no money, whatever. We're not getting new furniture, so she purposely got it. She kept getting it dirtier and dirtier on purpose until finally she was like, "Look how dirty this couch is." Like, fine, we'll get new couches.
So no plastic on anything. No plastic on the
No,
couches.
that's my
ever.
no. At my grandma's house, it was the red carpet, bright red carpet, white couches, red pillows. You don't go in. Plastic. They finally got the plastic off the couches because my grandmother said, "I'll take the plastic off the couches if I can reupholster the couch, even though no one sat on the couch." So, but my grandpa's blind, so she gets away with anything. So, he's running into walls. She's reupholstering
Is that couch
couches.
new? No,
It's like a
not at
goddamn
all.
sitcom out there.
My family's insane.
What was your first car?
I shared a car. Well, my first car was sharing a car with my cousins. It was a Reliant. It was a red car.
Shared a car with your cousin.
We would drive. Either my cousin Megan would drive or I would drive. And once I got my license, and then I finally got a car. It was like a '91 Buick or something. My Uncle Mike gets wet over the thought
Everyone's
of
got
Buicks.
an Uncle Mike, by the way. Every
Shout
single
out to
dirtbag
him.
has an Uncle Mike. Shout out to
And my Uncle Mike sounds exactly like Da Bears. Like he has the Southside
Sure.
Irish accent.
Gotta go to Jules.
He's so obsessed with Buicks. I remember when my dad's mom died. She had a Buick that she didn't drive. My Uncle Mike said, Matteo, I'm so sorry to hear about the passing of your grandmother. But I got
What's going on with the car?
Yes, literally. He goes, "Who's getting the car?" I said,
gonna get that
Not you.
Yeah.
She's not even under the ground. You're like, "Who's getting that Buick?"
It's
There was, like,
garage kept, goddammit.
I saw it only got 5,000 miles on it there. That's
My uncle-
pretty good.
he
Yo,
had
that's
like
a quality automobile you got on your hands there. And I'd love to take it off.
He had like 6 Buicks, and then the Buick he bought my cousins. Once the Reliant passed away, they got a Buick for my cousins that was like a Parmesan cheese green on the side, and it was so humiliating. It had the lights on the side like old people. My cousins were so embarrassed. If they were going to a friend's house for a party, they'd park like 6 blocks away. Like,
Yeah.
where's your car? It's like far away.
Yeah.
What'd your pop drive? What was the family car?
We had a Ford Explorer. First we
Okay.
had a van, and then my cousins got the same van. Then we had a Tempo, and my cousins got
With
a
the
Tempo.
relationship between
A
you and this
Ford
cousin is
Tempo?
bonkers.
It's true. And then we got a Ford Explorer, and then they got a Ford Explorer.
Who's the
Something's going on. Can't they
What's-
think for themselves? What's happening?
What
No,
side of the
Italians.
family is this? What
My-
side?
The Italians.
The moms.
The mom. My mom and my Aunt Cindy. That's who it is.
Okay.
Shout out to Aunt Cindy.
So it was just one other house with your first cousins.
Yes,
in there.
yes.
And how far away was your grandmother? Where were they at?
About 2 minutes away.
Not in the
That's
same.
far for Italians, by the way.
Literally.
That might as well be 3 days.
They are. They helped raise us. It's communal raising, I would say.
Of course.
Very, very. I don't know if it's more Italian or Mexican. I don't know which one it is, but
Yeah.
it's nonstop seeing family.
So it was your mom's sister, and then your grandmother was around. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did you drink milk with dinner growing up?
We did. That's a very, but that's a
Whoa.
very 90s, 80s thing.
Yeah,
you drink your
yeah.
milk with dinner.
Drink
Oh,
your
yeah.
milk with dinner.
Would you guys all go to your grandmom's for dinner?
We go to Sunday to my Aunt Cindy's. Everyone went to my Aunt Cindy's house for Sunday. She'd get a cauldron cooking at like 8 o'clock in the morning, make the ragu. And then then everyone has to come over. So someone has to make the salad, someone has to make the bread, the whole thing. And my Uncle Mike, because he's Irish, he's like, I'm so sorry, but I don't like pasta.
I'll be in a Buick?
Wait, is that Cindy's husband?
Cindy's husband.
So
yeah,
she
yeah.
married an Irishman too.
Yeah.
So both the sisters, both half Mexican, half Italian, married Irish guys.
That's right. So my cousins and I are all the same mix.
What'd your Uncle Mike do?
Cop.
What the fuck do you think Uncle Mike
the
from the
fuck?
south side of Chicago did? It was a fucking rocket scientist.
What about the Italian boyfriends and the vacations and
They're too
you
busy
making the nice
cheating.
pasta and all this stuff?
That's so funny.
I thought this kid was class.
Nah, he's a dirtbag.
I could
through
have had
and
one of
through.
my cousins come in here for this. This is ridiculous.
Do you know what's so funny? I didn't realize how strange it was until I say it out
course.
loud. Like,
Yeah.
they're both cops, both Buicks. both-
They're all driving the same car. They're the same fucking person.
What the
and
fuck?
both gay sons. My brother's gay, and my cousin Brian's gay. My Aunt Cindy had a gay cousin. We think that my uncle, my Mexican grandpa's brother was gay, so we think the genes came from the Mexican side.
I just like your Uncle Mike sitting there like, God damn it, they got a gay one. Now I got to get a gay one.
Right.
Steve, you're gay, all right?
So funny.
That is a wild.
Jeez, I thought this kid was classy.
Yeah, that's a wild backstory. That's the first one we've had cousins on the block.
That's old
That are an
school.
identical family to yours.
Literally. But it was great because
Of course.
if I didn't like what my mom was making for dinner, I just walk next door. Or
Yeah,
have
no,
some-
that's
Eat with my
fantastic.
Aunt Cindy, or I don't. Yeah, you know.
Was Uncle Mike and your dad good pals? They were
Yeah.
buddies, right?
Oh yeah,
Both
yeah,
cops.
yeah. They work together.
They weren't partners like in the same squad car, were they?
I don't think they were.
I mean, Jesus
partners.
Christ, if they were, somebody give this kid a pitch
I
meeting,
know,
will
this
you?
is, this is
know.
the
What are we
sitcom. What
doing
are we
here?
This is crazy.
It's so funny.
You guys all go. Do you guys go to church growing up?
No, we were not church goers.
Really?
Which that I'm happy
Even
about.
with the Irish, Italian, and Mexican?
know.
Yeah,
wow.
but, I think that
Figured you'd be living in there.
because my grandmother was burned by the Catholic Church. I mean, who
Ooh.
wasn't?
And they hold grudges, too.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's a
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Spit on the
Italians hold
floor.
their
If it's
fucking
something serious, I don't want to laugh. But what does that mean when you get burned by the Catholic Church?
Because she was, having kids. She's 18. She gets married to this
Uh-huh.
guy, my grandpa. They're having kids with each other. She's cheating on her, leaving. Furniture getting confiscated. My grandmother's having to fucking steal to get them fed. And so she goes to the Catholic Church and what do I do? And the priest says, have more kids. It's like, okay, so she keeps having kids, which I'm glad she did. Hey, hi.
Sure,
but,
yeah, yeah.
it's like, it was just, they fuck them.
And that's your paternal grandfather, right?
My Mexican grandfather.
He wasn't around though.
No, but my mother and him reconciled when she was in her 30s. And then he started coming around, and I met him when I was a kid. And he would send me. His name was Joaquin, but we would call him Jack. And he would send me. This is how much he didn't know me. He'd send me Big League Chew for my birthday. Meanwhile,
Or when you're out there playing ball, sport.
I was playing ball, all right. So it's so funny. I haven't thought about this in so long.
Probably out there killing it with the ladies, aren't you? Huh? Look at you. That's all right.
I have an uncle younger than me because he kept
Oh
having
my
kids.
God.
I do.
You're trash, dude.
I am. I have an uncle younger than me because we did 23andMe. It's a Yeah.
I don't care how tight that body gets, buddy. You're always going to be trash.
Man,
I'm trash who sings opera.
I know.
guy
What the
walks in
hell?
both
The
worlds.
opera.
Well, Pavarotti was kind of trash too. I mean, he had mistresses and extra wives and stuff, you know.
Kip, let's talk about Aura Frames.
Aura frames, baby. I got one going at the house.
Talk about a nice little Christmas gift for me, mom, and Peapod. Those old bags, they love this.
They think it's NASA technology with the moving pictures on there.
And it's pretty sweet. The girl's got the one set up at the house with all the pictures of the nieces and the nephews.
Yeah.
Got the cord to fit any style, whatever you like. It doesn't matter.
I got nudes on mine. Up Foley. Guys, it's easy. You simply connect your Aura Frame Wi-Fi and use your free Aura app to add endless pics and videos. You can invite friends on the app to have them send new pics to your frame as well. They make it easy, meaningful holiday gifts, especially for the hard-to-shop for folks in your life.
There you go.
You preload with your favorite photos, and you can even personalize have a personalized message, and no need to wrap it because every box is ready to gift. Look at it,
at
beautiful right there.
Slap a bow on that, you're done.
Right now, listeners can get $50 off Aura's best-selling frames. Just go to auraframes.com/garbage. That's AURA frames.com/garbage. These are Aura's lowest prices ever, so get yours before they sell out. Terms and conditions apply. Do it.
Kid, let's talk about Butcher Box, baby.
I love that Butcher Box.
We do. That's one of our faves right there, Butcher Box gang. You know what the score is?
What's that?
You go to the grocery store, you're trying to buy meat, you don't know what you're getting. You
Nope.
don't know if they're changing the label,
Sure.
what it is. Do yourself a favor, get over to Butcher Box, and Butcher Box has a special offer for our listeners. Butcher Box is offering, get this, new members 2 free New York strip steaks and 8-ounce cold cracked lobster in your first box, plus $10 off.
Hachi Machi.
Butcher Box lobster is wildly caught and independently harvested in the North Atlantic and then pressure extracted from the claws and the knuckles. We're
Yikes.
talking state-of-the-art technology.
D-knucklers
right
they got over there.
So get yourself the most delicious, succulent lobster you've ever tasted.
Wow, he landed that first try. Butcher Box takes the guesswork out of finding high-quality meat and seafood like we've been saying for years.
We love them.
That's humanely raised, no antibiotics, no hormones.
No.
Like I've been saying, they ship me cargo planes full of this shit.
Top
I
quality.
can't get enough of it.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I had a ribeye for breakfast. Butcher Box is offering our listeners free New York strips and lobster plus $10 off your first box. Sign up today at butcherbox.com/AYG and get 2 10-ounce New York strip steaks plus 8 ounces of lobster claw and knuckle meat free in your first order plus $10 off your first box.
Look at that.
That's butcherbox.com/AYG. Do it. Damn, this
case
turned me
this case has
upside
been blown
down.
wide open.
When was the last time you were at Olive Garden?
Well, I went in August because my friend Nick,
Here we go.
my friend Nick said, "Well, it's my favorite restaurant, the Olive Garden," and I hate the Olive Garden. So we made a whole video. We went to the Olive Garden.
there you go.
And this gay waiter recognized me, was carrying 15 plates, and they smashed in front of all of us. They fell to the ground, and then it was a mess. But it was if you want to watch it, my YouTube channel.
Check out the YouTube channel.
But I went. It's disgusting. All the pasta was glued together. Horrible. We had like 7 different waiters. I and my food were sweating.
You don't know what's going on.
It was the only thing that was genuine was the fake plants behind me. I was like, well, this is very
It's the realest
Italian.
thing
Like,
in there,
you know,
yeah.
my nonna's
Give
got
you the free breadsticks and salad, though.
Yeah, the salads. I didn't eat the salad. It looked wet.
This guy hasn't touched a breadstick in years. What are you
That's
talking
true.
about?
What was the backyard like at the house? You guys have a jungle gym back there, a pool, anything?
Swing set.
No, we had
Nothing.
a tree, and my mom.
Go play with the tree.
My mom had a.
Get out there and play with the tree.
Well, we had a garden, vegetables and fruit and
That's
stuff like
pretty
that.
classy.
That's classy.
And it was also kind of,
It also grew weed in there.
Yeah, right.
Keep the cops away.
Pools were for like, if you had a pool, that you were like something else.
So this isn't that kind of neighborhood.
Any pets or anything growing up?
We got a dog. His name was Hunter. He was a pit bull. We got him when I was 13. He had such an attitude. We taught him to ring a bell. We had a bell hanging. So when he had to go pee, he'd knock the bell.
Sure.
But then he started doing it for everything. So he'd hit the bell and then walk over to his food plate and stare at you. Or
Yeah.
you tell him to sit and he'd bark at you. We're like, stop being a bitch. But he was great. Hunter was great.
Man, I didn't see this coming.
That's normal though. No lizards, no snakes, no frogs.
Turtles,
Lizards,
anything
snakes.
like
No,
that?
no. My Aunt
Fish.
Cindy had a dog for 22 years. Its name was Peyton. She never touched it. The family loved it, but it wasn't allowed upstairs. It wasn't allowed in the living room. There was a love. Yeah, the Italian women not do well with dogs. Although my mother did well with
Marry
dogs.
them. Boom. Okay, sorry.
Would they take you to the theater as a kid or anything like that?
The theater?
No?
No. I didn't
Huh.
do sports or any.
No sports.
I did roller hockey for like a couple years because I like to rollerblade.
He's out there in roller skates. Mateo, not that
I
car.
didn't realize how
You're just floating around the whole
kind of losers in my, not a lot of money.
I love you realizing that you were trash.
Well, because
It's great.
to me, everything was about my cousins. It was about family, cousins, my grandparents, my aunts, my uncles. Like,
course.
that was everything. And we still talk. I was on a conference Zoom call with 6 of my cousins yesterday to order what are we ordering for Christmas and who's making the call.
Yeah. I
Insane.
love it. That's
Would
great.
you do the 7 fishes as a kid?
That we stopped doing because I'm also allergic to seafood. And my sister was the last one to keep that going when she was dating this Italian guy. And we would do, the 7 fishes. You do everything is seafood and stuff like that. But it's a lot of work. And honestly, unlike Italians, because our dads were Irish, we had to do Christmas Eve with our dad's side of the family, which my cousins and I hated because we were separated. And the food wasn't great.
Sure.
Then, because Christmas Day we dedicated to the family, my mom's family, the
Right.
Italians. So unlike most Italians, we do Christmas on Christmas Day.
Sure.
You call it sauce or gravy?
It's sauce.
Okay.
There you go. It's in the
Un
book.
sugo.
Okay.
Sugo, the definition of sugo is sauce.
What about the Christmas decorations? Were there colored lights in the house? Fake tree, real tree?
So we got a real tree because my dad insisted. My grandmother,
Good
though,
Irishman
has...
like himself, of course.
Oh, yeah. My grandma had a fake red tree in the basement.
Dude,
Silver
the
garland.
Italians always go wacky colors.
What
They
the
go
fuck?
over the top with Christmas.
And my mom growing up, I should call my Aunt Cindy right now and ask her because they had a tree that was silver with 2 hot lights shining
course,
on it.
of course.
And you couldn't touch it because you'd burn yourself.
Like it's the flag.
That's crazy, dude.
That's
My nonna
all
has she has it's a nut and banana ornament because Italians love fruit like on their fridge. So she got it looks like balls and dicks. So every year we show it to her like, Grandma, like you have like a giant penis on your tree. I do not have a giant penis on my tree. You have to understand that when you talk, but the way I was raised, when you talk about the family, like it's so. My cousins and my grandparents are like connected with my mom and like it wasn't like just an intermediate. There wasn't just like the 5 of us. It was like 40 of us.
Yeah, my
like,
mom's one of 9. It's the same thing.
Right.
Everybody's the same age.
So when you guys would go places,
so our cousins are our best friends.
There'd be
Oh,
a-
absolutely.
there'd be a caravan of cars.
Yeah, 2 vans shoved with a bunch of Dagos and 2 angry Irishmen who regretted all the choices they've ever made in life. I think my dad thought when he married my mom that, oh, it's cute, she likes her family, and we'll go
I'll
have
wean her
our
off of
own
that.
life.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it doesn't work that way.
Were you guys allowed to eat in your room as kids?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
We ate at the we did this. I love about my parents. My mom and dad were like, we have dinner, we have it together, TV off, we sit and we talk, and we
That's
have
great.
dinner together. And
pretty good.
that I really like, and I'm very grateful to my parents for raising us that way.
That's good. That's good. All right. Now we're pulling out of it a little bit
One
here.
thing.
That's all right. I
didn't realize I was
mean,
so
they ate
cashy.
dinner together. Yeah.
How were the grades as a kid? How were you a good student?
I was not a good student.
really?
Absolutely not a good student. My brother was a good student. My sister was okay, but I was not a good student. I didn't care. I didn't pay attention. I was just not there, especially in high school. I mean, high school, I was obviously dealing with my sexuality and didn't know how to communicate that, so I just didn't show up to class.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, I barely passed high school.
When did they discover the talent for drawing?
My mother's an artist.
Okay.
And my mother could draw since she was a kid, and I swear to you it's genetic because my brother, sister, and I can all draw. My brother is one of the top designers at Apple.
If you haven't seen
Damn.
it, when you say the dude can draw,
Yeah.
it's like Hanna-Barbera. It's insane.
We can get a little better than him.
I mean, Barney Rubble. What the fuck?
I will say drawing, and now that I've so far removed from it, I can proudly say like I wasn't just like it's for fun. This looks pretty good. Like I was a professional,
100%.
hired professional.
I've seen them.
artist.
They're absolutely. I saw them in like your Facebook page or something like that.
I got it. One of my greatest memories was because I had terrible grades and I went to community community college, Harper College in near Schaumburg, and I took one class to please my mother because I wasn't planning on going to college. I was just gonna try and live in the city because by that point I was already in the city in Chicago. By 16, I was never home, and it was the art teacher was also an art teacher from SAIC, School of the Arts Institute of Chicago, which is the #1 art school in the country. And he looked at one of my drawings. He goes, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "I don't know." And he goes, "You need to go. There's something called Portfolio Day at the Art Institute. It's like American Idol. A bunch of kids fly in from all. There's only 1,700 kids at this school. They fly in from all over the country. They bring their portfolio. They wait in all day long lines, and they show people at the school,
whatever,
right? And it's literally like yes or no. Kids running, crying, screaming. So he helped me put a portfolio together. His name was Michael. Helped me put a portfolio together. And I went. My mom came, my dad, my cousins, my sister, everyone came. And I had.
Yo, I'm telling you right now,
If he
this
gets
kid's
in,
the
we're
best.
all going too.
Yeah.
We're all staying in the dorm room with Matteo.
Kind of true, right? Yeah. That's so funny. I never thought about that either. Yeah, my cousins came with me.
They all got signs and shit.
They all came with me.
Matteo, #1.
It's so true.
Looking for Seacrest.
I got a gold ticket. I brought it up. I waited all day. I walk up. I showed them 5 of my drawings. And I remember the lady looking at it, and she like grabbed another teacher. They both looked at it, and they all talked. And the sheet of paper, you were accepted into the School of the Arts. My mother's crying. I'm almost gonna cry now thinking about it.
That's great,
because
man.
it changed my life. I was not gonna go to school. I wasn't gonna go to college. I don't know what I was gonna do, and it just completely changed my life. And it was the first time that I could love school. I was a good student. I was obsessed with school. I would stay all day, all night. I mean, it was like
Give you a purpose, direction, and
right.
everything,
We didn't because we didn't have money. I didn't live in the dorms. I lived at home, so I'd take the metro downtown every day, and then I still had to work a job. So I worked at Blick Art Store, and I stole a lot. And but
Keeping it trashy.
it single-handedly changed my life, changed
Was the
my
school
view
free?
on life. No, I got somewhat of a discount, but I'm still paying it off.
Okay. All right.
Although I did cheat them because when I went
Let's
to
hear
go
it.
study in Italy, they had a connecting school in Italy in a town called Monte Castello di Vibio. And when I went there, when I came back, because it was so rushed, I forgot to say how much credits it was. So when I got back to the States, it was only supposed to be like 10 credits. Well, I just wrote 10 credits for each course. So it was like 45 credits. No one checked. I saved myself like
There you go.
$30,000.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
All right.
Yeah.
Cheating the system. Trash.
Okay. All right. Now we're moving in the right direction. Then you come to New York City. You get it after you do 4 years there.
So I graduated when I was 21, and I immediately started working as a storyboard artist for TV commercials. And I was living at home, and then I started living in an apartment with my best friends Chuck and Mark in Andersonville, and just worked at it. But it was, the thing with storyboarding, what storyboarding is, if you don't know what that is storyboarding is every commercial you see or every movie or animated film you see, an artist has to frame by frame design what the director is going to film or see, what angle, what they're wearing, etc. So you're basically drawing a comic book for the commercial, and a 30-second commercial can be up to 30 to 40 frames, like 30 to 40 drawings. Right. So you would get the call like a doctor. It would be like 7:00 at night. Your agent would call you. Can you do a commercial tomorrow for DSW for the spring campaign? It's going to be 40 frames in color. It's a 3-day job. So for those 3 days, you cancel everything and you base it. That's how I became obsessed with Howard Stern, because I would just listen to Stern all day,
Right.
Richard Simmons on Howard Stern. And I would just draw. You would draw. I mean, to the point of making coffee, 4:00 in the morning, drawing. And then you would finish it. And you would get the money 60 days after, and then you'd have to take taxes out. But Chicago living was so cheap, I was paying $400 for my room for rent.
Yeah.
So, I saved a lot of money. And then finally, my friend Aaron had a job here in New York, a drawing job, and he was like, I need an artist. Can you move? And I had started doing stand-up for like 5 months in Chicago and loved it. And he was like, I got a job for you. Can you move to New York in 30 days? And so I just said, yeah, I'm going to come.
What were you pulling? What would roughly, if you don't want to get into specifics, what would like the DSW job pay?
So for the DSW, can't let me get my calculator because I'm horrible at math, hence I didn't almost pass high school. So if I'm doing, let's say that was probably 35 colored frames, right?
Okay.
So let's 35, and I paid $150 for each. So that's $5,250 for 3 days.
Okay.
But you take out 25% because
Sure.
you got to take out your taxes, and you get paid 60 days later. So even now, I'm a good saver. I save my money.
Okay.
I'm a good money saver.
All right. I
Smart
like
with
this.
money.
So you did that. Then you moved to New York City. So you were making about that kind of cash. You were doing well when you got here.
I was doing okay. The job I had, then I moved to salary. So the salary I got, what was I getting? Probably like 60 a year, 70 a year, something like that. So one check went to rent, and then one check went to just like eating. And the first apartment I lived in was a tenement apartment. I had a bathtub in the kitchen in the village. I lived like a Polish immigrant from 1940. I had to wash
boiling soup all day.
I was making borscht all day. I had to wash my ass and dishes in the same place. I washed my dishes in the tub in the kitchen. Literally like an immigrant from like 1940.
Just picture everything in black and white.
I know.
Matteo speaking Italian.
And I already have this look. You know, when I got my hair transplant, I had to comb my hair to the side for a little bit, and I never realized how fucking guinea I looked until my hair is slicked back. I looked like the mustache. Anyway, so
you got the undershirt with suspenders
the
on.
undershirts don't do it. Yeah, I mean,
I got the
it's
quote.
crazy,
Yeah. So
You do have a cop's mustache. That's genetically.
well,
Southside
I've had
Chicago.
this mustache since I was like 7.
Did your dad have a mustache?
No, my Uncle Mike did.
Of course.
My Uncle Mike did. He's
Oh,
got a
Buick.
mustache.
Shout out to him.
Yeah. So then I moved into an apartment with Sashir Zameda and Ryan Beck, which was one of the best living situations I've ever had. We were great roommates, and I lived in an attic above Sashir, so I couldn't stand. I couldn't stand up all the way, and I didn't have a closet, so I had to get like baskets from like IKEA, and everything had to be folded in those baskets, and I had to get like just a mattress on the floor. Literally, it was an attic,
Like a loft.
And I would basically I would just sleep in Sashir's bed. Like her and I would just sleep. But that was such a great home because Sashir loved all my cooking, and so she got an SNL that year, and she'd come home late, so I'd make a huge thing of pasta for me and Ryan, and then save one for her with a note like, "Here's pasta." Da da da.
Very sweet.
We're still best friends, best friends.
Okay. All right. I like this. Now we're shaping up.
Then I lived with Evan Williams and his ex-wife, but we're all still good friends. And she's from Mexico. Felicia's from Mexico, so that's where I really honed in on Spanish and my Mexican background, because we would only speak in Spanish and watch,
How many languages
Latin
do
TV.
you speak?
I speak Italian and English fluently, and then Spanish. Fluent, proficient, fluent, like it's. I sound like.
You could get us out of a jam.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
I mean, I could tell you my whole life story, but I just sound like Mario and Luigi.
Really?
Because I have an Italian accent.
All right.
Then
3 languages.
My French is pretty
Wait,
good.
what?
Yeah.
3.5 we'll give you. If his French
Really?
is pretty good.
French is good, but
I
you
feel
know
like
French.
you're grading I feel like you're grading yourself on a hard scale. to
Yeah,
be
and then
honest with
German is it used to be much better, but I've forgotten a lot.
Where's
of German.
this coming from?
I studied German in high school. I had a great German teacher, Herr Katzenmeier, and never spoke English to us. He's from Österreich, Austria, and so yeah, the first day you're like, "What is who is this man? What is he saying?" And you're just screaming at me, and then after 4 years, you just like, yeah, you really pick it up.
Wait, what? In high school? Give me a couple sentences in German.
Hallo, ja, ich heiße Matteo und jetzt ich wohne auf New York und ich bin mit meinen Freunden und später ich habe einen Podcast mit Tom Papa und ich weiß
Podcast
nichts.
with Tom Papa. I got that much.
Ich habe
Oh, look at you. You've been there 3 times in the last 6 months.
Ich habe Arbeit in diesen Morgen und diesen Wochenende ich musste gehen auf Pittsburgh und ja.
Wait, this is from high school German class? Jesus.
Languages I was good. I have synesthesia, and synesthesia is this thing where I like.
Is it contagious?
No.
Jesus Christ.
I had my
I wouldn't
booster.
have had you come over here. What the fuck?
The gay is probably a little more contagious.
I'm listening.
It's a neurological thing where your senses overlap during brain development. So I have like unprovoked association with letters, numbers, and music. They all have color to them. So like
there are certain whatever the brain chemistry, the brain type, the way you learn languages and music tend to be way easier for certain kinds.
Yeah.
So
If you can learn 2-3 languages, you can learn any. It's like doing the Rubik's cube. You know how to crack.
If you plopped me in Greece, which would be great, for like
if anybody out there,
Santorini, preferably.
Mykonos. Kidding, I don't do drugs. But if you drop me like in Greece, yeah, I would probably over the average person. I'd probably leave after a month being forced to learn Greek. I'd probably be pretty good. I mean, yeah, I enjoy learning language.
Put it this way, I've been to Germany 12 times, and I understood 4 words you said.
Why
out
you
of
go to
that whole
Germany
thing.
so
My
often?
wife's German.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
great. So you don't learn any German?
I know. I mean, you ran through your day. I knew what you were talking
Yeah.
about. My vocab's pretty good.
He's an idiot. Forget about him.
Sure.
Let's talk Greek real quick.
Okay.
So you
Titanis.
basically have a superpower.
Do you have any feta on you?
I will say, speaking of another language does feel a little bit like a superpower because
That is
you
a
just flip
superpower.
it. And you know what I really like about it is if you're in a country, Spain, Italy, Mexico, France,
Spania.
you know, I'm over Spain. I dated a Spaniard.
Pretty good.
I'll be going next summer.
Oh, you should go.
I am.
Actually, go to Italy. Screw
I've been to
Spain.
Italy a bunch.
Yeah, just go back.
But he can't say nothing.
I can't say nothing. I just stare at the girls.
That sounds pretty Italian.
I can whistle pretty
I
good.
really, I start groping women. I'm Italian.
See, I'm getting less trashy in my adult
You-
years.
buddy,
Yeah, you're pulling yourself
you're really
out of it.
pulling yourself out, man. I'm scared to ask anything. I'm scared to go backwards.
Does anyone?
Please, let's go
No,
backwards.
yeah.
No, because
Does anyone in your family still have an AOL email address?
Don't answer that. No. All right, good.
But my Nonna does have a computer that's never been used. They have no Wi-Fi, and it's just a screensaver of stars doing this.
She's got an air-gapped desktop. I love it.
What was your first concert?
Mariah Carey, the Emancipation of Mimi tour at the United Center.
Okay, that's pretty good.
That's a pretty good one. Anyone in your family wear Stetson, cologne, or Brute?
No, we're not big cologne families, actually. No.
Are you,
the guys
do you use
are-
cologne?
I hate cologne.
You hate cologne.
I think it's awful.
Okay, let's talk about Rocket Money.
Oh, baby.
Let's talk about getting jammed up with your subscriptions. Most Americans think they spend around $80 a month on subscriptions
Wrong.
when they actually totals closer to $200.
Yeah.
What the shit? You could be wasting $100 each month on subscriptions you don't even know about.
You're leaking cash.
Which reminds me, I got to talk to New York Sports Club in a couple of days. Straighten them the fuck out.
Fake a heart attack.
Gang, you could be wasting $100 each month and not even realize it. So do yourself a favor. Get over to Rocket Money, formerly known as Truebill.
Uh-huh.
The app shows all your subscriptions in one place and cancels whatever you want so you don't have to.
Yep, Rocket Money can even find subscription you didn't even know you were paying for, which happened to me about 2-3 times. Shout out to Planet Fitness. You may even find out you've been double charged for a subscription. To cancel a subscription, just press cancel, and Rocket Money takes care of the rest.
There
Easy
you
peasy,
go.
lemon squeezy. Here we go. Here's the turkey. Get rid of useless subscriptions with Rocket Money now. Go to rocketmoney.com/garbage. Seriously, it can save you hundreds of dollars per year. I'm talking cold turkey back in your pocket. That's rocketmoney.com/garbage. Cancel your unnecessary subscriptions right now at rocketmoney.com/garbage. Do it.
Kid, let's talk about movement, baby.
Oh, love that.
Let's talk about another set of
Movement.
guys shaking up their industry.
Yeah, I know
Huh?
too, huh?
Cool watches, clean designs, affordable pricing. They sent us a couple. I wear that watch all the time. You got the nice watch you wear out. We love them.
I love them, baby. I'm a big movement man. They also got eyewear and even more during their seasonal sale with discounts you can't miss, baby.
The blue blockers.
Like I've been saying, I put it on when I go out to dinner with my wife. It turns her on. I'm a rich guy with a cool watch.
Over at Galleys.
Get
Your table.
It's timeless timekeeping with a fresh look. Movements designs come in countless styles for every occasion. Shop with confidence. Enjoy a 24-month warranty, free shipping, and free returns on orders over $50.
There you
What
go.
are they doing here?
There you go.
Watches are just the beginning. Like we said, they have eyewear, jewelry, all designed to set you apart at all the right reasons. They have the Everscroll eyewear filter that blocks out the most intense blue light rays so you can look your best while doing your work. Here we go, baby. Be a good gifter with Movement. During their seasonal sale, get a special discount just in time for the holidays. Join Movement today at mvmt.com. That's mvmt.com. Do it.
Okay, good to know.
Any weird collections, Beanie Babies, commemorative plates, coins, stamps.
Like currently or when I was a
The
kid?
family, anybody, yeah.
Oh, the fam. Oh, I collected, I loved Star Wars action figures when I was a kid.
That's all right. That's
cool.
toys, yeah.
Collection.
Any thing that people were like, this is going to be valuable someday. Don't touch
Beanie
my...
Babies.
No, I mean, we had Beanie Babies when we were kids, but nothing Look, this is the way my mother functions and my Aunt Cindy. If we're not using it, get it out of my sight.
Okay.
Like
so
that.
we didn't have clutter in my home.
Anybody with birthdays that fall on a holiday in the family?
No.
Christmas, no.
Pretty
But I have
good.
3 other family members whose birthdays are all around the same days. Me and my cousin Brian, my Aunt Debbie. Yeah.
Do you guys do joint parties for everybody?
No, when we were kids, sure we did. But now it's yeah. Happy
It'd be one
birthday.
cake. Would you all take turns blowing out the candles?
I've done that.
No, we didn't do that.
Okay.
We did all our communion celebrations together, and yeah, there's a lot.
So you did communion.
Yeah, I did do
You
communion.
get a bunch of cash for it?
I
remember?
Yeah, I remember. No, I think I got action figures.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Jewish kids really clean up. Bar mitzvahs.
Yeah, yeah.
What was the last book you read?
I'm just about to finish. Well, I actually just reread Fran Leibowiz's Metropolitan Life, and I was reading It's by Larry Kramer, and also I love John Waters. I read this twice. I read it over the summer, and I was reading it again. He wrote a book called Role Models that I really love, and I love John Waters. Oh, and if you have not read Wishful Drinking by Carrie Fisher, it is fucking brilliant.
Really?
Yes. Carrie Fisher is one of the funniest fucking writers ever. Talk about self-deprecating. I fucking love her. She's fantastic.
John Waters, the filmmaker, right?
Mm-hmm. But he's also the king of trash.
True.
That's his name.
True. All right, he's well read. Because I don't understand anything you said in the last 30 seconds.
I mean, he's got the travel. He's got the international travel going. For how old were you when you got your passport?
Well, the first time I went to Italy, so I was 15.
15
to go stay with my cousins. Yeah.
And where are they in Italy?
Our family's from Montevago, which is north of Agrigento. But I went to go stay with family friends.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I went to stay with family friends in Messina, and then we would drive over and go see my aunts.
Is this
and uncles.
Sicily? Is this
Sicily?
It's all Sicily.
Yeah. So I didn't go to northern Italy until I was 21.
Pretty good though.
Okay. Did you ever sell anything door to door over the phone?
No.
Okay.
You ever scratch your back with a fork?
No. I still, when I go home to my mom, I rip off my shirt and I have her scratch my back.
Okay, that's
I love getting my back scratched.
That's okay.
Does anyone in your family have a picture of Frank Sinatra or Al Pacino?
My grandparents.
Yeah, of course.
Was there 3 pictures in the house as a kid?
Like
the Pope, Kennedy, so and so.
Definitely the Pope. The 2 popes ago, John Paul. What was it?
John Paul II.
Yeah. Not the German. My grandma hated
Sean
the German
Paul.
Pope. Hated the German Pope.
I didn't think that was going to do that well. That was going to be a swing and a miss. That really got T-boned.
Picture of
Just
Shaggy.
give me the line.
Okay.
These are interesting questions. This is very fascinating.
Anybody in your family ever live on a houseboat?
No.
Okay.
Last time you had fast food?
I just had Starbucks. Is that fast food now?
Oh man, this guy's hoity-toity.
You are adorable. What a sweetheart.
Oh man, you're a sweet kid. Huh?
Did you eat
we're talking
Arby's. Did you eat at Starbucks?
I got the egg sausage because I'm starving. I haven't eaten anything. I've been running around all day, so I just quickly grabbed an egg sausage McMuffin thing.
That's all right.
Yeah,
that's okay.
That's on the go.
While my friend Nick called, I want to get Botox. What do I do?
So no McDonald's or Wendy's or anything like that. You don't need any of that shit.
No, but I do love McDonald's. Last time I got McDonald's was Evan
Chicago
Williams and
accent really
I.
comes out on McDonald's.
We got McDonald's.
I like that Big Mac over there.
Actually,
they do a good job with the sass.
I like the quarter pounders. They're good.
Okay. But the last time was just been years.
Sometime this year. Yeah.
This year. Okay.
Yeah, okay. But it's not like you're not going every 2 weeks or something.
No, too stressful.
Do you go to the dentist regularly?
I do.
Do you floss every day?
No.
Really?
But I hadn't been to the dentist in 7 years when I moved to New York, and I, for some reason, not been blessed with good hair, been blessed with fantastic teeth. I've never had a cavity.
No braces.
I did have braces.
Okay.
I mean, I look like a goddamn nightmare. But but in terms of like cleanliness, my teeth are always clean.
Okay.
How many suits do you own?
I have one.
Whoa.
I don't like suits. I don't like dressing up. I hate it.
Really? Where'd you get that suit?
I don't even remember. I got it at Zara.
Okay.
All right.
That's not bad.
I went with Ms. Cracker, a very well-known drag queen. She forced me to get this suit for a wedding.
What color? Black, blue, gray? What are we talking?
Dark blue.
Okay.
What's the deodorant situation?
I use like a women's Dove unscented.
Okay. All right. What's the soap situation? Body wash or bar?
Body wash, Dove unscented, moisturizer.
How often do you wash your hair?
Every 3 days.
Every 3 days. Do you use product in it?
I have to. I have Topic spray to make it look thicker. I have to straighten it because I have really curly hair.
Let's talk about this hair transplant.
Yeah, I got hair transplants.
Do you get some sort of referral deal for getting me there and you can kick back?
I tried. I was like, I have a lot of Instagram followers, but this guy was a good guy, and he was like, anyways, so like he very like brushed over it.
How long does it take you out of the game for?
2 weeks. That's not bad.
When was this?
Weeks. This is August 29th.
I might
Of
be
this
sick
year.
in February.
Okay.
August 29th.
So you saw that you were thinning out a little bit.
A lot.
And
And I was doing everything to cover it up. I mean, just like this is a sculpture on my head that Michelangelo would blush at. And I, Just struggling.
That's pretty classy.
Yeah, but you know, the hair starts to grow in after 4 months. So they put the transplants in. It's a 10-hour surgery, and they put the transplants.
You out
in.
for that 10 hours?
Well, you're not supposed to, but they gave me 2 Valium and an Ambien. I mean, I was gone.
3 martinis.
Gone.
I
I think they had a conversation beforehand because that's a lot. I think they were like, well, he's a New York gay, so we have to.
yeah, it's really juice him up.
Yeah.
This guy's been around the block.
Yeah. They asked me, they're like, is there any balding in your family? I said, no. Like, what about your mom's dad? I said, he's a Mexican with a 1-inch forehead. I mean, his hairline starts there. Yeah. So, you know, but anyway, so the hair now is just starting to come through.
Good.
This is all fake. Believe you and me. This is Lucasfilm.
But it grows. It's real hair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you can cut it and it grows.
Oh, yeah.
Where
And
do
you
they
it's
never
all
transplant
lose it.
behind
from?
you.
So from all around your head, it's called FUE for those curious. They don't do the FUT, which is where they take that strip.
They like
Now
plug
they do like
individuals.
all over. But I went to a very, very good doctor, and a couple other comedians went there as well. And
There's going to be one more going pretty soon.
you
That's
should
patreon.com, folks.
you should go. I mean, look,
Do you think they could help him, or is he too far gone?
let me see. Let me be
Hey,
the
bringing a
doctor.
team.
My hair. Let me see your hair.
So sorry you have terminal baldness.
Honestly, mine's about the same as yours.
He said his is the same as mine.
It was
Good
about
looking
the
guy
same.
like this. Huh? Look at us, huh? Let me get in there.
And that was quite a few bucks. Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I promised myself once
I'm going to need a number once we're off air, by the way.
I'll give. Oh yeah. I'll share all my. But I promise myself. I said
You want to
once-
write it down?
No, I
we
meant
won't
price
tell
number.
anybody.
911. But I said when I start making money, I want to this is what I wanted to do for myself. I want a big purchase, and I want to have nice hair, not care about the wind and pools and this and that. So I'm so excited. In like 2 months from now, I'm gonna have a full fucking head of hair.
Why, do they still have more to do?
Take that, YouTube comments.
No, it grows in after 4 months.
Because it looks fantastic.
This is again all
he said
smoke
this
and
is
mirrors.
the topics or whatever, right?
Tons of topic spray, and then I have to
Topics is like
straighten
the
it and
the
comb it
sawdust.
forward and hairspray it to make it look.
But
you know.
eventually the little sprouts are they'll be long enough.
Oh yeah.
All right.
My hair will look like yours.
Okay.
I have a whole bit now that straight men don't deserve nice hair or asses. Wasting it.
I got them both, baby.
All right, here.
Place you're in now.
A good place.
Good place.
I got a good
Are
COVID
you
deal,
living in
and
New York or L.A.?
New York. Never. I'll never
Okay,
live in
okay.
Los Angeles ever.
Do
I
you
will die
keep-
here.
Do you keep the butter on the counter at your house?
No.
Keep it in the fridge.
Yes.
Did your mom keep it in the fridge or keep it on the
Yes.
counter?
And it was salted.
Kept it in the fridge.
Mm-hmm. We always had butter in the fridge, unless she was making cookies or cooking for something. We had to have it softened.
Sure.
Interesting. Any turquoise jewelry?
No.
Any
We're
lottery?
not from Arizona.
Any lottery winners in the family?
No.
Will you plate? You get takeout food. Will you plate it at your house, or will you eat out of the container it
Plate
came
it.
in? Plate it.
You'll plate it.
I did that last night. I ordered cacio pepe from Piccola Cucina, and I took it out and put it in the plate.
Yeah. Feel a little more
And
fancy. that
where are
way.
you? Where are you eating in the apartment? You eat in front of the TV on the couch?
No, I eat on my table, my kitchen.
You sit at your kitchen table. Even you solo. Even like last night.
Yeah, because I don't want it to get on my. I just bought a new couch, so I don't want it to get on my couch.
So you never eat in front of the TV.
Where'd you get
Well,
that
I have my
couch?
laptop open. I'm watching YouTube, video game news and stuff.
Sure,
Video game news.
but not at the couch.
Where did you get the couch?
That's a great question. I think West Elm.
Ooh.
I
That Rainbow
I
Flanagan.
just redid my apartment. This is the first time I've ever made money in my life.
Hey,
you
buddy,
guys.
we're right there with you.
Yeah, no kidding.
So right, so I'm like, I want a nice couch and I want nice hair, and now I don't know what to do. Now I'm like, I did it. Next, I don't know where to go.
What's the towel situation at the house? You have a full set of
Uh,
all matching towels?
no, I mean I have just like white towels, like large enough for my body, and some just for washing my face.
Do
You have
hand
anything
towels?
monogrammed?
No, are you? I'm not that big of a monogrammed, and I live by myself.
know.
ML
Did you
by
just call my mom the F
myself.
word?
I did. She was asking for it.
Let's go into the bedroom. We got a king size mattress, queen size.
Full. I don't. I mean, it's New York. I can't have
A
a
full.
queen size.
Okay. How many pillows are on the bed?
Well, during the day, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I take them off for just the 2 when I go to sleep.
Do you make your bed every day?
Every fucking day.
Real.
I will.
You got a duvet?
Yeah.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. How many
Every
pillows
day.
do you sleep with?
2. 1 Tempur-Pedic and 1 normal. And I'm trying to sleep on my back so my face looks less puffy when I wake up.
Is that a thing?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
You've been sleeping on your stomach, apparently.
I've been sleeping upside down.
Oh, the blood's rushing to your stomach. What are you in a harness or something?
I knew those doctors were wrong. That scale was rigged. You sleep on your back. All right.
I try to.
When you go to sleep, is it complete darkness? Any white noise machines?
I have my white noise machine. I play. I'll play for you now. It's just the airplane.
Ooh, okay. I like that.
What's that?
Like
Like the
the-
hum?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like the humming of an airplane. It's just this. Wait, that's it. I put it on low.
Oh, that's all right.
That's nice.
I don't mind that. Do you sleep with an eye mask?
Yeah, I was going to say.
No.
You have a robe.
A robe? I don't like robes. My ex loved robes. Don't get them. Don't like them. Not comfortable. No. And you think, I mean, it's kind of like a dress. I would love it. I wish I would. I want to just wear a caftan in my later years. But nope. I don't. I have no
This
robes.
is still on.
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
I thought it was going to be airplanes flying over. Like
When you were a kid. We got JetBlue 784 coming in.
Mike, bring the cat in.
It's
You
just
need tower chatter to go to bed?
airplanes and a guy
Tower chatter
screaming
would
about
be all
ketchup
right.
on hot dogs. Just right
and I'm like, home.
Do you sleep with your socks on?
No.
What are you
absolutely
sleeping in?
not. Just underwear.
Nice.
I got a weighted
You
blanket.
have any pictures
too.
of that or anything?
I
Weighted
have,
blanket?
Actually, I have tons of me in my underwear.
What,
if you care to see them.
Did you go real heavy on the weighted blanket?
I didn't realize it was gonna be so heavy. I
Yeah.
got it on Amazon. It was like 80 pounds.
80 pounds.
And I was like, this shit's fucking heavy.
I think I got like a
Give me the
40
earthquake
and it's
model.
heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Holy shit.
But I love it.
I want to feel like I'm trapped under a collapsed bridge.
I'll
What
take the
fuck?
911, please.
80 pounds.
It's almost fetish. I mean, it's so heavy. I feel like I'm just sort of BDSMing myself every night. But I fucking love it. A little burrito, just night.
It does make you feel nice and cozy.
Oh, yeah.
When was the last time you bought a scratch-off lottery ticket?
Never.
Really?
Never in my life.
Where are you getting your hair cut at?
I just got it today in Williamsburg. This guy Arthur does my hair.
Fancy joint? Not
Just
a barber shop.
Yeah, it's a barber shop.
Barbershop.
Mhm.
Okay.
What do you tip your barber?
20%.
Okay.
I forgot to tip him. Oh my god, I'm gonna put this on my phone to remind myself. Sorry.
Okay.
Thank God you said that. Jesus Christ.
That'll remind you?
Yeah, I'll look at him like, why is there water bottle? Oh, I gotta tip Arthur.
That's
Huh.
real old country shit.
When's the last time you had a massage?
I go to my buddy Steve probably once a month. I should go more often.
You go once a month for a
I
massage.
try to because I'm playing so much
I do
and
the
my
same
back
thing.
is fucked. I'm gonna go to the gym, but he's great. He's Puerto Rican, Brooklyn, gay, awesome. We talk X-Men action figures. Last time I
Gonna
got a
need that
massage,
number, too.
yeah, honestly he's fantastic. Last time I got a massage, we were watching Sister Act 2. It's great.
What's the cookware situation at the house?
I have good cookware.
Do you
Good.
have, what's it called? Crusette?
I think I do. I think that is what it's called.
Like
yeah.
Crusette?
Is it the
Colored. It's
Yes,
like
I do.
the solid color.
Yes, yes.
Have you ever worn a fedora?
When I was 22 and I thought I was hot shit and I was dating this guy named Jacob, yes, he wore one and I thought I was cool too.
Oh man,
I
the
look,
fedora
I look
boys.
like an asshole.
It's tough to not look. I've seen some people look all right in them, but it's tough to not
Yeah,
look
Frank
like an
Sinatra in 1948.
Yes, that's about it.
Have you ever nude modeled or painted anybody in the nude?
Both.
Really?
I have tons of pictures of me naked that photographers took.
classy.
Some, I'm sure, not real photographers. And then, and then
You're my landlord, Steve.
a lot of Me Too's happened to me in 2018 on Instagram. It was great. I love those photos.
Oh, you and Stavi have great photos together.
Oh, and him. Oh, that's
Yes.
right. Stavros and I did all nudes together.
Shout out to Stavi.
Mhm.
Have you had lamb in the last 365 days?
I have.
You have.
Yeah, I've
Well,
been
Is that classy?
to
What's
like
the real-
Moroccan
Yeah.
restaurants, Greek
Okay.
restaurants.
Pretty classy.
Let's see. Have you ever been a fan of the show Dog the Bounty Hunter?
No.
Have you had Dippin' Dots in the last 365?
Not only do I hate Dippin' Dots, I think they're birdseed. I love the fact that, because it was really Great America that was trying to push Dippin' Dots on us, that it was going to be the ice cream of the future.
Mhm.
And when I went back to Six Flags a year ago, they had scratched out ice cream of the future in front of Dippin' Dots. And I love the idea of the heads of Six Flags getting together and them being like, guys, it's
Never
not
took off.
happening.
Yeah.
ain't working.
We didn't get the traction we thought we were going to get.
Right.
Well, you asked to change tables at a restaurant.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah,
Under what
because-
circumstances? Too
Because
close to the door?
like me and Caitlin Palufo, I take her on the road a lot. She's fucking fantastic. If you don't know her, she's fucking
she had
fantastic.
one
on the show.
One of our favorite episodes.
Shout
was
out to
Caitlin
Gary.
Palumbo.
Love her. So we'll go to woke up. We try and find nice breakfast spots to get a nice latte.
Love a nice breakfast.
Right. And by the way, I hate lattes that come in a glass cup. It's enough. It needs to be ceramic. Okay. So
I
I'm with you.
also agree with that.
when it comes to food and coffee, I'm pretty bitchy. So not bitchy, classy.
I like it.
And
It's a bitchy way to
but
spin
there's
it.
a fucking empty restaurant with all these gorgeous booths, and we walk in and we're like, "Hi, Katu for us," and they sit us at this fucking table in the middle of the restaurant with two wood chairs. I'm like, can
me
we
a
sit at
booth.
the booth?
Give me a
Like,
nice
what
booth.
is this?
Yeah.
No one's here. You want to sit at the booth? No, I want to sit in the middle of the restaurant and listen to you clean. Yes, I want to
Yeah.
sit at a booth. So we go to the booth.
Did you say that to them?
And I say, yeah, we'd like that.
That'd be great.
I'm very nice to waiters. I'm very, very, very nice to waiters.
If you were going to die tomorrow and you had one last meal you could have, what would you get?
Anywhere in the world?
Anywhere in the world.
I would
And
go
then New
to
York.
in New York or in the world?
Both. I want both.
In New York, I would probably I would go to Piccola Cucina Estradio. I forgot to say that word, and then eat their lasagna with arancines, sorry, Sicilians. And then in the world, I would go to a place in Trastevere in Rome. It's called Zi Umberto and get bucatina matriciana. It's the best. I would just shovel my face. And
I don't
then
know what
ask
any of
for
that is,
anal.
but throw some garlic bread on the side and I'm down.
I got Diet Coke there. What's going on?
That sounded fantastic.
Huh.
Okay.
These are fascinating questions.
What's the luggage situation?
In terms of what? Because I'm flying every week. So like what?
What's your carry-on?
So it depends. If I'm doing a 2-day weekend, I literally bring a backpack.
Really?
Oh, I'm just so tired of carrying shit. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? If it's like a 40 weekend, I got like a normal carry-on
Like a roller
luggage.
bag.
Yeah, like a
Is
roller
that a name
bag.
brand bag?
It's just Amazon.
Amazon.
Okay.
But it's orange, so that way I'll know it's mine.
Okay.
Are we flying up front?
Always.
Hit me.
Always first class. I'm Diamond. I fly. Here's the thing for people listening.
You're Delta man.
I'm Delta.
I'm diamond too.
This is.
I'm not going to make
No,
gold.
you're not.
Yeah, I am.
You're not diamond.
Oh,
You're
gold.
silver. You're
Ah!
silver. You're not gonna make gold.
I'm not gonna make
gold. I
gold.
won't make. I won't make platinum.
so far from Diamond.
I need 8,000. I need 8,000 miles
To get to
Get
gold.
to gold.
to get to gold.
And then
I'm
you got to
not
get to
even-
platinum
I'm not even close to platinum.
Let me ask you this: does it reset again?
every year.
So-
But I think this time
but-
you have till the end of 2023.
Well,
I
the way
think
they
they
work,
pair 22
yeah,
and
I'll be Diamond all next year. But then next year I have to work up to
You
Diamond
have to
again.
earn it again.
This is what I'll say because people like, I'm sure I sound real highfalutin, and I am. But when you're flying, I was on 6 planes last week.
Yeah, no, it's
When-
crazy.
When your whole job is flying, every single week I'm on multiple planes. It is worth my investment to be comfortable before I go perform for thousands of people.
we say the same
100%.
thing.
So
Yeah, yeah.
and you
It's
know,
part
you
of the job.
You part of your job. So now it's like, yes, I want to be on the plane first. I want to be comfortable, and I want a fucking meal.
I never understood why people wanted to be on the plane first until I got on the plane first. I'm like, this is way better.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
it's all right.
there's no mind fuck of am I going to get a thing? Do I have to check my bag at the gate? But you're just on there chilling with a cup of coffee.
And I'm TSA pre-check, and I'm
course.
clear.
Nice.
So I melt through the airport.
it's good
Yeah.
stuff. Will you bring food onto the plane?
Never. I'm not fucking disgusting. That is the worst thing. People bring food. Look, if you want to bring like nuts or something or like a
Something
bar,
dry.
fine. If you're bringing in a cooked meal on the plane,
Crazy.
Che vergogna. Disgraziato.
Disgraziado. That one I know.
Because everybody says it to you.
My high school orphan's grandma used to say that to me all the time.
Your underpants are
Disgraziado. Will you take your shoes off on the plane?
Nope. Not at all.
Are
Will
you
you
an
take the
aisle or a
snacks?
window man?
Take the snacks?
Yeah.
I always aisle because I have to pee all the time.
Me too.
Always
Okay.
the aisle. Snacks, of course. Take snacks. Biscoff cookies.
Okay.
And I get here's the thing, because I don't want to dehydrate because I fly so much. And if you have too much, I like a warm drink on the plane, but I hate tea, so I get decaf coffee. It's powder Starbucks decaf coffee. This is on Delta. I have no idea what you disgusting people on United do.
You JetBlue animals. are doing
JetBlue
it.
monsters. But it's great. It's warm. It's not going to dehydrate you. It tastes like coffee. It's great.
I might switch over to the
Pretty
decafs.
good. Have
I
you ever
mean- okay, please.
have you ever spent the night in a castle?
A night in a castle? No.
No?
I wouldn't even know how that would happen.
This is one of my earlier questions that I had written down before
That
before the Uncle Mike situation.
Oh, wait, you thought he's so classy. At some point, he slept in a castle.
That's what I wrote last night. I also was going to ask, have you ever been to a dinner party where a late 90s or early 2000s R&B singer was hired to perform?
To perform?
Yeah.
No. I couldn't even imagine how I'd get there.
Have you ever had an Negroni?
Guys, after dessert, we have LL Cool J going up.
That'd be kind of
That's how
fantastic.
classy.
Yeah, it would've
That's how classy I thought he was coming into this.
Yeah, right.
Negroni, of course.
Okay.
What's your go-to drink? You drink a lot?
I don't
Not a
drink.
big drinker?
Every blue moon I drink. I'll have a glass of white wine in Italy or something. But if I'm gonna drink, it's either like a bullet on the rocks or a margarita. Shaken.
Okay.
Negroni with prosecco. Spagliato with prosecco.
She says that pretty good. Makes you want to have one. That's exactly why I wrote that question too. That's how tragedy I
Have you ever owned a George Foreman grill?
Absolutely not.
Do you have things? What's on auto pay? You got everything on auto pay?
Yeah. I mean, there's like bills and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Besides my rent, it's still old school New York. I got to write a check every month.
What about the credit cards? What are you rocking? You got a Amex card,
Yes, American Express.
Miles card.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Probably how's a credit score?
Good, very good. I always pay.
What's the gym situation? I know you're working out. Where are you going?
I go to Equinox and I have a trainer.
Ooh. Do you have to meet the trainer at Equinox?
Yeah.
How many times a week do you see him?
5.
What the fuck?
4 or 5.
Holy shit.
And his name is
Wouldn't it be
Diamond
crazy
Bell.
if it was one time and he was that good looking? Like, if he's like, I go once a month.
Well, he could work it on his own. Damn, you see
I
the
mean-
trainer 5 days a week.
As much as I can when I'm in town. His name's Diamond Bell. He's from Australia, and he's really attractive and really handsome, but he's also a really good trainer.
Okay.
Everything he says sounds like a question. You should look him up, Damon Bell. He's fucking smoking hot. In his pictures, he looks like he's gonna like crush your head, and he's like so fucking sweet. Like, hey, Damon, how are you? Oh, I'm just doing good, but like I took the dogs out today, and like I feel like one of them isn't feeling very well.
Does he work at Equinox, or is he a private trainer?
He
that
works.
you
He
bring?
works at Equinox.
He
I
works
think
at
you can't
Equinox.
just like bring any Joe Schmo into Equinox.
I don't know what
think.
these rich people do. I don't know how that works.
Have you ever skied in jeans?
I don't know how to ski. I've never skied.
Snowboard?
I don't know how to snowboard.
Jet ski?
I jet skied once, but I was riding on the back because my friend Emma Willman's friend Gail had a jet ski, and it was the first time I was on it, and it was horrifying.
Okay. Shout out to Emma. Love her.
Love Emma.
When was the last time you were on a boat?
A boat. I don't know.
Have you ever been on a yacht?
Oh, like a ferry. From
The Staten Island ferry doesn't count.
No, to go to P-Town. I was coming back from a gig in P-Town. I took a ferry.
Okay.
What's P-Town?
Provincetown?
Provincetown.
Okay. Is that in Jersey?
Yes, it's in Jersey.
What about in Italy? You ever been on like a yacht floating around,
Not a yacht. No,
like Cuomo or anything like that?
No, I don't go to the north.
It's the only place I've been.
Fuck. You know what? I was.
Dirtbag.
I stink.
No, that's like so fancy schmancy. The north? Are you kidding? They're like rich. I was on a.
You're just saying that.
Next time you go back with new hair, you'll be like, I'm so
Take that,
glad.
Clooney.
Yeah.
I did see his house. No big deal.
I was on
There.
in Sicily when I was like 21. My cousins and I got on a boat with this old Sicilian guy. He hated me, and but the boat was like the size of this table, and we just were like out on the Mediterranean like fishing. It was weird.
So you've been fishing before?
Oh yeah,
Okay. Can you
fishing and hunting.
Really?
My dad's a hunter, but I hated it. But I'd go with when I was
What
a
would
kid.
he go for?
Deer or pheasant or
Bow and arrow or gun?
gun.
Would you go? Did you ever hunt and get a deer?
I never, no, I never shot. I mean, I've shot a gun before, but I've never shot the gun to shoot the deer. I was like off in the tree singing like Sleeping Beauty.
Well, you knock that shit off over there, you're scaring the deer away.
Which I said, well, if I've learned anything from Disney films, singing that kind of music will bring the deer to us.
Yeah, well, all the animals will come out. Have you ever left a bad Yelp review?
No, I wouldn't even know how to.
How do you feel about the rotisserie chicken from the supermarket?
No.
Really?
This guy's too classy.
I don't
for a
love
fucking
chicken like
roto.
that.
Where
What
you
am I going to do
shop-
with a whole fucking chicken?
Where are you shopping? What's your grocery store now?
Morton Williams, right by my house. This is a
They have
grocery
they have
store.
very good, decent prepared food behind the
I
counter
know.
over there.
I know.
Are you banned from anywhere?
No. Banned? I don't know.
Or is there certain places where you're like, I no longer go back to that establishment? Or like, whether it be a chain
Like
restaurant.
thrown
or
out of a Fridays or something like that?
Not thrown out, but you just go like,
Can you imagine?
what do you have to do to get thrown out of a goddamn Fridays, by the way?
Literally
set the place on fire.
murder someone and paint the room with the blood. No, I'm kind of very New Yorker. I only go to like the same 4 places.
Sure.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
I for sure thought you were going to be like D's tequila.
Oh, in Chicago? No, I was never kicked out of gay clubs in Chicago, but I used to love. They had a place called Taco Burrito Palace on Halstead, and they knocked the whole thing down and the sex shop for some big apartment building. It was devastating. It was the best place ever.
Worst news of my life. I'm good. I mean, I don't. I think if I ask anymore, I'll just be more confused as to what this verdict is.
What am I, like half class, half?
Ever been to Carbone?
Never. I would never go to Carbone.
Yeah, he's
I want
like
real
it's-
Italian food. That's
what I'm
not
saying.
real Italian.
Okay.
It's American Italian, which I like American Italian food. Don't get me wrong, but it's not Italian.
How often do you cook at the house?
I mean, now I order my meals because it's like when I'm on the road, I come back, I just
There's
want
no
to
food, yeah, of
microwave. Yeah,
Sure.
But if every once in a while, like I'll have friends over and cook pasta.
Okay.
Have you ever ridden Mechanical Bull?
Yes, I have. At my friend Dee's bachelorette party in Chicago.
That doesn't really count. Bachelorette party.
Do you own a working printer at the apartment?
No,
Ever used a business center at a hotel?
I don't think so.
Well, do you leave a tip in the hotel?
Yes, for the maid.
How much we talking?
It depends if they come clean. Now they don't really clean the
Yeah, they don't do
rooms,
anything.
so I'll leave like I don't know, 20.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Will you buy stuff at a duty-free shop?
No. Well,
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, like yogurt.
No, that's at I meant like the duty-free when you travel internationally.
That's what I'm saying. It's if just like some quick protein, like a water bottle or something.
Okay.
But I'm usually eating on the plane.
Hmm.
The meal
Hmm.
comes.
You get cash back when you make purchases.
No.
There's another one I had from last night. Now, granted, it's got to be on a
Do
curb.
I own a dragon?
What's your dragon's name?
Have you ever made love in front of a fireplace?
Unfortunately, yes.
That's pretty classy.
It was this guy I was briefly dating when I was in my early 20s. And just the
I'm
memory of
hard.
him
That's
was
pretty
annoying.
classy.
Yeah, it wasn't that great.
Still, you did it. Classy.
I did do it.
Anybody in your family claim to have seen a UFO?
Yes, my Uncle Mike.
That's it. Close the book. That's it.
Fuck!
It's been good.
Come
you were
on,
very
man.
close.
I
But you're
thought I was
trash.
teeing you up with the fireplace.
Mateo, when I was a kid, your Uncle Ed and I were out there fishing. I will admit, we were having a couple of drinks, and I saw this thing in the sky, and I looked at Ed and I says, "Hey, are you looking what I'm looking at?" And it was just bright, different colors, and it flew away as quick as the eye could see. Years later, I was at a wedding, and I was talking to a guy. He was working for the military, and I says, listen, this sounds kind of crazy, but years ago I saw this thing in the sky. He goes, I know that thing. I saw the same thing. And I says, okay. And he goes, I'm going to tell you something. I'm not allowed to say it, but whatever you saw doesn't come from this planet. That's all I know, Mateo.
Matteo Lane, 100% garbage.
Trash.
I'm trash.
I love it though.
But man,
what a story.
yeah.
Hey, that's quite shocking. You're right. I was kind of trashy, but with great food.
Yeah,
Fantastic. It
that you
sounds
can speak
like
a couple languages. It kind of almost tipped you over, but
I know. I guess I was singing opera and painting and living in Italy and stuff. It's my later years in life that I was
I thought this was going to be a clinic.
of like what, me being classy.
Yeah.
No, I guess I didn't have like a. You ever talk to someone, they say they had like maids growing up, or like their nanny took care of them, or like I'm like I just it's like
Not in my neighborhood.
yeah, we had Uncle Mike and the
we had
aliens.
Uncle Mike.
Yeah.
We had I could call my mom right now and be like, "Ma, were we poor?" Well, we weren't poor, but we did fine.
You vacation down the street.
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Matteo Lane.
Thank
You're
you,
on
buddy.
tour right now. You have an amazing special out.
Yeah, watch it. It's on YouTube at Matteo Lane. It's called The Advice Special. It was a crowd work special, but I wanted a twist to it, so I just called it The Advice Special, and I literally just asked the audience to ask me advice, and gays have a lot of fun things to talk about.
Sure.
It's fantastic, buddy. One of the funniest. You got to check him out. Anything else you want the folks out there to know?
I guess follow me on Instagram and date me.
There you go. Kippy, what do you got?
Guys, we have a couple shows left. Get your tickets now. Boston's about to sell out. If it's not already, Providence's the second show will be sold out. Yeah, appreciate it.
Come see us, gang. We love you, and we'll see you next week. Peace.